Warning, the songs you are about to hear are intended for mature listening audiences only. If you have a weak mind or heart and don't like words like shit, fuck, or cunt, then please refrain from listening any further.
It's time for some real music. It's showtime! We have seen imitators. We've also seen duplicators. But now, it's time for the originators.
Los Angeles and the rest of the world. Many have tried to replicate. Many have tried to duplicate. But you're listening to the real deal. The very real deal. The very Manic Jimmy Cabs Show. I am your host, Jimmy Cabs. Thank you for tuning in. Broadcasting live from beautiful downtown gentrified Los Angeles on a wonderful rainy night. I got to tell you, one of the things that I love about the rain is that it washes all the shit away, and it really keeps, well, not really. Did you notice? By the way, let me introduce my very handsome co-host, and it's not Lost Johnny. It's little Scotty Peterson. How you doing there, Scott?
Well, thank you for calling me Little Scotty Peterson.
You will always be Little Scotty to me.
From the waist up, at least I am. That's all that really matters. And I'm doing good. I'm glad to be back on this lovely
where were you last week?
Last week, I was with family. We had our niece in, our awesome, 15-year-old niece, and spending time with her and hanging out with the family, doing, I have a Mexican girl, dude. It's a big family.
You're obligated.
Yeah,
you got to do that.
Yeah, I can't just say, I'm going to go hang out with Jimmy.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and hear me. Like, she'll look at you like, oh, yeah, really?
That's me. That's what Jimmy.
I hope Jimmy's nice and warm in bed. Right? Last week was interesting. We brought back, for those of you that have been listening to the show from way back, Lost Johnny. Lost Johnny came here fucking hell-bent. Chester, you on there?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, how fucked up was Lost Johnny last week?
Dude, Lost Johnny was so fucked, and at the same time, like, super excited about the band, and he just went a little crazy.
First of all, Lost Johnny is a cannabis enthusiast just like you are.
He is? I didn't know that.
Yeah, when I see you back there getting high or indulging or whatever, dude, you're like responsible compared to Lost Johnny. Lost Johnny was on a fucking hell ride last week.
But then he got on a plane the next day and like went to Belize or some shit.
He's in Belize now, the motherfucker.
Yeah, have you seen the pictures, man? He's like on the beach drinking, smoking weed, and having a good old time.
No, I don't want to see anything on Lost Johnny for a while. Lost Johnny is...
he's lost.
Let's just put it this way. He's on my lost list for a little bit. So anyways. All right, lots to talk about. Wow, where do I begin with this? Last week I saw you at the Rainbow Bar and Grill.
Yes, for Caton's night, tribute to Lemmy at the lovely Rainbow.
Was
upstairs.
it a tribute to Lemmy? Did he do that? Because I didn't see any of that.
That's what he told me and how it was. You left. You were there only for an hour.
Hey, I hanged for an hour. And let me tell you, that hour was a fucking eternity, man.
Yeah. Well, no, Caton did an awesome job. He played a lot of great bands. He played Motorhead. He played Triumph. He played early Motley Crue. He played Slayer. He played everything. And if you weren't so goddamn grumpy, you would have stayed and you would have had fun.
Did you see how uncomfortable I was at that place?
You look like I look when I'm in a way too crowded line at Disneyland. Uncomfortable.
What was interesting was the fact that Caton, by the way, Caton should be calling. Is Caton on the line now there, Chester?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, well, we're hoping for Caton to call in. One of the things that was interesting is that he told me in our private conversation, he goes, wow, you really are an antisocial motherfucker. I'm like, dude, I hate being around people, especially at the fucking Rainbow. But you were very cheerful and happy.
Well, when am I not cheerful and happy? That's like, it's a rarity that I'm not.
How can you deal with that, though? How can you deal with, like, a group of the most vile and despicable fucking poser people in Los Angeles and from other parts of the country and the world, all gathering to pay overpriced fucking drinks. And then to top it off, the fucking bartenders are like, they're acting like they're doing you a favor by serving you. I've never seen so much service with an attitude. And like, I'm supposed to feel privileged to be there?
No, you shouldn't feel privileged to be there, but at least, just go, I'm here supporting my friends. I'm around my friends. And
it's Caton, dude. Come on.
Okay, well, Caton's like family then. Come on, man. As much as you guys bust each other's balls, it's Caton. No, I'm always happy to support Caton. We go back 30 plus years. Wow. And, it was my Friday night. I don't let the people who annoy me there annoy me because that's every day, dude.
See, that's what I admire about you is that no matter where you go, you always have a very positive attitude. You always have a very healthy outlook, especially when you're around other people. I got there and I swear to God, I wanted to fucking either kill somebody or just run.
I mean, when you
walk, I shouldn't be bitching. I had a lovely date with me. I mean, I'm not paying for nothing. You know what I mean? No. I mean, Jesus.
And even when you walked in, I was just like, he's in that mood.
Oh, dude, yeah. I hated it. I hated it.
You looked good, though. You looked handsome.
Did I look good?
You looked good, man. I was like, there's my boy. And
let me tell you,
you're smiling.
I was told later on that night that my bodily fluids were delicious as well. We got a great show today. This is very interesting. There's a band from Los Angeles called Grave Hill. They've been around, I believe, since 2001. One of the things that I've always admired about underground bands from Los Angeles is there's no money in it. There's no money in it at all. You were in the heyday. I'm sure you made some money with Cryptic Slaughter, right?
Yeah, you see the luxury life I live. You
Got to
know,
be around a bunch of dudes.
you know, we made some change. I'm not complaining.
Did you guys make some money back
We
then?
made some, but not like, you know.
Does it kill you now, though, the way shit is now?
You know what? I mean, I'm a firm believer everything happens for a reason. If I was supposed to make a living playing music, then I would have. And I'm a homebody, dude. So, I mean, being on the road has its moments of fun, but not at my age, man.
Well, imagine a group of fucking 5 dudes with a bunch of hair and facial hair all in a van playing death metal. Right? Like, does that sound sexy?
I don't look at dudes and think sexy. But
That doesn't sound attractive.
It sounds like good people and friends and sounds like fun.
Well, let
you
me
had
tell
me
you.
at death metal, so I'm good.
Let me tell you, this band Gravehill, aside from doing it the old school way, they got great hair, by the way, fucking beautiful hair. But they've been putting out some really good fucking music, and we're going to be speaking to Nelson Miranda. Is that your?
Yep.
Hey, thanks for being here. Rhett was supposed to be here with you.
Yeah, but he got.
I'm
stuck
sorry,
at work.
Thorgrim.
Thorgrim, yeah.
We got to go with the stage name there. Thor. What is it? Thorgrim?
Thorgrim, yeah.
Thorgrim. Okay.
I'm Hell Messiah. I think I have to talk like this for the entire.
Could you imagine if I was in that band? I'd be all like fucking, instead of fucking Jaimito, it'd be all like Super Vader or something like that.
Way better than regular Vader.
Hey, Chester, I just got a text from Caton saying that he tried to call, but he couldn't get in.
I see him on the line right now, actually.
All right. Is Caton on the line? Caton. Hey, Caton, you on the line there?
Looks like he dropped. Maybe hopefully he'll tell him to try again.
Hey, Caton, why don't you try calling us again? Because I really want to talk. I really want to talk to him about this whole Motorhead Lemmy statue thing.
I'm going to text him while we're
Yeah, like one of the
talking.
things that's interesting. By the way, you got new music coming out. You got a new singer.
Yep.
We're going to talk about all that. You're playing Saturday here in Los Angeles with Repulsion and Terrorizer, Municipal Waste, and Ghoul.
Yep.
And some other bands, Night Demon, and who's the other one? I don't know.
Crematorium.
There you go. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm excluding them. A lot of new stuff going on with you guys.
Yeah, we got a new singer and a new guitar player, and then we just recorded 5 songs for a split with Mordbrand over in Sweden.
You guys have been touring around lately too, right?
Yeah, we did 2 weeks in August, and then every weekend in November. We were pretty much out of town.
Wow.
So we've been playing a bunch.
Yeah, I can't wait to get a hold of you, man. There's a lot of great stuff going on in your camp there. A lot of good stuff going on. Well, the reason why I wanted to talk to Caton Scott is because apparently he's at the forefront of this movement. Obviously, we're all Motorhead fans.
Yes.
And he's heading this movement where he wants a statue being built at the Rainbow Bar and Grill, which I think is great.
I think it's
I think that'd be a
awesome.
magnificent idea.
Yes.
But one of the things that's interesting is he, not him per se, but I guess they're trying to solicit funds from the fans.
Yeah,
And-
that's why he's saying, well, where the Lemmy's the bands. Like,
I would think the Rainbow would dish out that. I mean, he's been making them money for fucking decades.
I think with Lemmy being such a fixture there, that I would say probably 50% of the crowd comes there because of Lemmy.
Right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think that'd be like, hey, listen, we're just going to cough up and do this? The guy was there every fucking time. He really
Dude,
made
that's-
our place, world renowned. And
Yeah. Well, that's why he got his apartment, so he could walk down to the fucking Rainbow, for crying out loud. So
why are they hitting me up for money? Why am I being solicited? I mean, I love Motorhead. I gave him my money for fucking over 30 years, dude.
I know, but here's the thing, Jimmy. You don't have to put down a donation. You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Hey, Caton, you're on the line, right?
Yeah.
Hey, tell me about this movement that you're heading here. First of all, let me just tell you something. Last week, I went to go support you at your Lemmy tribute at the Rainbow. You know I don't like being around those type of people, but I went. You didn't even play not one Motorhead song while I was there. What's the deal with that?
That's because you're a pussy and you left early.
Hey, I stood there for an hour, dude. I stood there for a fucking hour.
Okay, and I told him that
Yeah, but
too.
dude, you left early. Come on, it got better and better as it went. You just don't. You're anti-fucking social.
Well, I ain't gonna deny that. Hey, tell me about this movement that you're leading here. So you're trying to get a statue of Lemmy at the Rainbow, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're soliciting, or not you per se, but they're soliciting funds from the fans?
Yes.
Why isn't the Rainbow paying for this?
There's a bunch of people that should be paying for it.
Well, let's start with the Rainbow. Why isn't the Rainbow like leading this movement, or at the very least throwing in 10, 20 grand?
I actually understand. I understand why they're not doing it, because
What?
they know that if they do it right off the bat, say even they pay for the whole bill, everybody's going to think they did it just because it's going to get them. Which it will. Either way, they're going to get more people coming to the bar and checking it out. But it would look like a total publicity move just to pay for all that. And then either way, I think they would be screwed. But I think this way it's actually even better because, and like Scott's saying, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I mean, it's the people that have already contributed just dug into their pockets and did it. Some people are still on the fence about it.
Let me add to this. It's tragic with what happened to Lemmy. We all loved Motorhead. Motorhead is a band, and Lemmy was an individual that obviously there's no words to describe how influential he was. But where's Dave Grohl? Why isn't Dave Grohl throwing in fucking 10 grand? I mean, the guy kissed his ass fucking all. Where's Lars? Where?
Well, that's the question.
Right? Where are these guys now? Where's their checkbook?
People need to ask them that. I mean, the funny thing about it is I still would love to see just the fans, the diehard fans do it. And to me, to be honest with you,
but the diehard fans are broke.
But, okay, I'll give you an example. You can even do it, like, even if you're a huge rock star, you can do it where we don't know who you are. You can do it.
Yeah, where's Slash? Well, why is this Slash kicking in? Between Slash, Lars, and Dave Grohl, there's the statue right there.
Yeah, Slash has the guns.
Why are they hitting up poor Adrian over here who fucking, or me? We're fucking broke. I mean, it's a miracle that I scrounged up enough dough to go see him fucking, at the Shrine a couple months ago. Like, what's the deal with
that? Yeah, but I think you got to look at it this way. There are some people that love the band so much, like, we've had donations where people that didn't have any money even just came up with $1. And the crazy thing about it is if you get enough people either at $1 or $5, before you know it, we're going to be able to pay off the price tag on the statue and get it up. It's going to take 4 to 6 months for it to happen. But I don't think it's a big deal to have the fans do it because also I'm a fan, and I look at it this way. It's the least I could do is throw down some money to help out with this cause, and I don't see why anybody else would have a problem with that. I mean, I get that some people want other people to pay for it. I understand that. But if they don't step up, say Slash doesn't step up or Lars Ulrich doesn't step up, I think that's for us to do because this trophy is really for us anyways. I mean, I think in the long run, when more people get comfortable about it, because some people are still checking it out, some people are just cheap bastards too, but I think you're going to get enough diehard fans to kick in. And they're going to be the people that drive by that statue up on the Sunset Strip, and they're going to know that they had something to do with it, and they're going to be proud as hell because that statue is going to be around long after we're all dead. Whatever way we got to get this thing done, we're going to do it. But I am actually surprised because I know how fast the Internet is, and I'm sure a lot of those guys heard about this today. But, it's still not over with yet. It's still getting started. Some people are still finding out about the link. And, like I said, I get some people being on the fence about it, but we're going to make sure this money gets handled right. And, yeah, the Rainbow obviously is behind it, but the thing is, either way, people are going to look at it with some kind of suspicion. But I look at it this way. I'm doing it because I love Lemmy and I love Motorhead. That's the bottom line. I don't want shit.
All right. Well, you know what? You almost convinced me.
To be honest with you, this is more of a pain in the ass to do for me than anything. But I'm just doing it out of love for Lemmy.
Why are you counting? Are you in charge of the money?
Well, no, just in charge of gathering everything together. I wouldn't want to touch the money with a 10-foot pole because that's just crazy. I think it should all go into a secure website, and then once it hits 30,000, we pay the price tag on that damn statue and get it up there.
Listen, why is it 30,000? I mean, I have Mexican cousins that'll do that for half that price, man. I mean, get a couple of cases. We'll get that statue up like that, man.
Because we want the statue to be stayed.
Add some Salvadorians in there, and with the cement work, and it's done, man. 2 days tops.
To be honest with you, obviously to the simple man like me and you, that 30,000 is a lot, but that's really nothing for something that's going to be so awesome. And I can't wait for the day for that. When that thing finally gets up there after all this bullshit where people are still trying to either hold on to their money or, seriously, if it was up to me and I was one of those guys, I would pay the tag, no problem. I mean, you think about it, somebody like David Grohl, he could do it anonymously and just get this fucking thing done.
Listen, your Hyrax is moving units, but you're not moving that type of unit. So look, keep your money, dude. Keep your money. I think it's a great idea what you're doing. I really do. Let me commend you on that. I think it's great that you're trying to get him memorialized forever with a statue. The only thing is I think it's kind of scandalous that the establishment that he frequented and made famous and made a lot of money off him ain't coughing it up. And I'm even more disgusted that all these individuals that are musicians that are going on documentaries and saying how influential and how they love them, open up a checkbook. Dude, let the money do the talking. That's all I'm saying.
You have to remember, though, this is like the first real official day. We still got some time, and we'll see who steps up. I mean,
right.
That's what's going to be it's going to be interesting because that shit went out to everybody today. It went out to Iron Maiden's camp. It went out to Sabbath's camp. It went out to a lot of people's camps, and they know about it. So now it's just a matter of them doing the right thing. I mean, seriously, if they really loved Lemmy that much, $30,000 between guys like Slash and Metallica
nothing.
And Ozzy Osbourne. Come on.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
That's like us trying to get a 12-pack.
Yeah, right? All right, Keaton. Well, listen, I want to thank you for, God, you know what? You might as well just come on in here and sit with us. I want to thank you for taking the time to call us and tell us about this movement. Keep us informed on this. Real quick, again, you have a show coming up in a couple of weeks, correct?
Yeah, well, I'm doing a few things. I'm doing that Grill 'Em All. They're doing their 3-year anniversary party at their Alhambra shop.
Okay.
And then I'm doing some more. I'm doing another one of the petition signings because the last one did so well, like a lot of people couldn't get in. So we're going to do one more in Long Beach. But basically, this whole thing with the Lemmy statue is just really about the fans, man. I mean, I know that sounds like bullshit because we live in such a fucking lame world, but this is one case where really there's just a fan who had a crazy idea where his wife told him not to even do it, and then he was stupid enough to start it, and now I have to finish it. I'm talking about me.
Well, I wish you much luck on that, man. You know what? If anything I could possibly say is that I agree with you with that. I think it's awesome that they're going to try to get a statue up. I'm just like not agreeing with who has to cough up the dough. I think it's...
yeah, but if we're going to have anyone...
I hear you.
But if we're going to have anyone lead the march, who better than fucking Kate?
Yeah, who better than Caden?
Yeah.
Who better than Kate?
I'm gonna give it my all. I mean, seriously, it's coming from the right place, dude. To me, it's about almost saying fuck the establishment and getting a statue of Lemmy up on the Sunset Strip. Because if you were to think about this 30 or 40 years ago, none of those fuckers would have liked him having a statue up there. So to do that now, after he's actually finally getting his respects paid to him, I think a statue would be the most poignant thing to do.
All right. Well, listen, Caton, I want to thank you for taking the time to fill us in on this. Please keep us informed. And again, if you need any cement work on that shit, I got a bunch of cousins that'll come on in there and do it for 12.
Hey, well, thanks for being honest with me. I mean, obviously, this thing's kind of been a pain in the ass because people are asking a lot of questions. Dude, it's really a simple thing. It's like, don't worry, we're not trying to fuck anybody. Also, the thing is, I'm dealing with Motorhead fans. They're the most hardcore motherfuckers in the world. There's no way I can fuck this thing up because I'll be fucking chased to the end of the world.
Yeah, man, you will. So make sure that shit gets done properly.
No, it's not. On my end, it's going to be fine. It's just a matter of if some more people step up. Because really, the thing is, it could happen faster if we got some more big wheels in there. I mean, the fans are awesome. Like I said, there's guys donating money they don't even have, $5-10. A guy from New York, he just went in and threw $100 down. You know, I mean, things like that. If you get enough people doing it, before you know it, we'll hit the 30,000, and I guarantee you, I will get that shit paid right off, and then that statue will go into production.
All right. Well, listen, Caton, thank you so much for filling us in on that, and I wish you the best, my friend.
I'm gonna need it, motherfucker.
Take care.
See you, Caden.
I'll see you guys soon.
Take care.
Take care, buddy.
All right, Caton right there leading the march. You know, the whole world is going to shit, but, you know, there's homelessness in Los Angeles and fucking all kinds of violence, but hey, we need a fucking Lemmy statue. And I agree, but...
I'm all for it.
The fucking Rainbow makes a lot of money. Dave Grohl, fucking pay for this shit.
Look at Slash has the partial Guns N' Roses fucking tragedy reunion.
Yeah, cough up a little of that Coachella money.
Yeah.
All right, Chester, why don't you set us off straight here? Hit it.
Information is Mr. Know-It-All.
All right. Wow, I'm still tripping on that whole Rainbow Lemmy statue. I gotta pay fucking thing.
You don't have to pay.
I don't intend to, but you know what? Seriously, I think it's great what he's doing, and even the whole movement for the fans. But come on, really, Dave Grohl, fucking Lars, come on, Slash,
Look,
Rainbow, fucking family. You can't cough up for that.
Like we were talking during the break, here's what's going to happen. The true diehard fans, like everyone here, is going to put in the money. And then the Rainbow or whatever these people are going to swoop in like
They're
the,
gonna be the heroes.
the saviors.
The heroes, right?
Yeah, and then when there's the opening of the statue, Caton will be up there where he should be fucking the mayor of fucking the Rainbow.
Fucking ambassador.
But then Dave Grohl will be, excuse me, Caton, could you move out of the way? I got to talk to my people. And that's what, and then you'll be in front going, put Caton back up there. Fuck you.
You know what's going to be great when this statue comes out? You know what's going to be great, right? Is that Caton's going to spend the whole day prior organizing his wardrobe, like from the metal bracelets to the fucking... You know he's going to go through all his Motorhead shirts to see which one is going to be the prime.
And he has every fucking right to do it. Caton, if you're listening, wear whatever fucking Motorhead shirt you want. Don't listen to Jimmy Buster Balls like he has for fucking decades, man.
All right, what did we hear there, Scott?
Well, we heard a relic of a darkened path from Morgion.
Ooh, that's an oldie right there.
Yeah, off the album Among Majestic Ruin. After that, a great band from my youth and yours as well. A song called Roller by April Wine. The song will follow that, The Wheel Weaves as the Wheel Wills, from The Body and Thou, off the album Released from Love. Followed by that, we had Deconomy, Vessel Deserted, off the album Full of Hell. And we also heard of a band called Ghost of Teeth and Hair by a band with beautiful women, a band called Cretin, off the album Stranger. And we ended with FCDN Tormentor, off the 86 demo, a song called Eternal Grave.
You know, our good friends in Italy at FOAD Records.
Yes.
Let's mention this. FCD and Tormentor is going to be releasing something on that label.
Yeah, with Giulio and Luca.
So keep your eyes peeled for that. And this is the original Los Angeles FCD and Tormentor, not to be confused with the young adolescent Tormentor or whatever the fuck's going on.
This is the only Tormentor, like we've said before.
All right, let's get to our guests here. As I mentioned, Grave Hill is a band from Los Angeles / Orange County. They're a great underground band. Would it be safe to say that a death metal band?
Yeah, definitely death metal.
Is your mic on there?
I don't know.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, definitely death metal.
All right. So, and you know what's interesting about the death metal is that it gets fucking boring. It gets mundane. You know what I mean? It gets very predictable. It gets... Listen, I'm not going to hold back. It gets fucking boring. But what I like about Grave Hill is that you've been able to reinvent yourself, and the music has always been able to not become predictable. And then your life show started suffering a little bit. Let me be honest with you here. I wish Rhett was here. It started getting to the point where, like, you just came on a couple of years ago, correct?
Yeah, 2012.
Okay, I remember when I think Jason, when he was playing bass, he was wearing the helmet and all that. I love that fucking helmet, by the way. I wish he would pop it back out. But you guys were pretty much focused on the live aspect, which, with the blood and all that. Okay, I thought that was kind of cool for a while, and then it just started getting really on my fucking nerves. Did it get on your nerves?
Yeah, that's why we were kind of not doing the blood anymore.
Right. Would it be safe to say that, and be honest with me here, would it be safe to say that you started kind of noticing that it started losing its, vitality, its oomph?
Yeah, like we definitely kind of toned down the spikes a little bit. We got rid of the blood. I don't know. It doesn't have the same effect as it used to.
Yeah. Who's on the line with us, Chester? Hello.
Hello.
Hey, who do I have here with me?
This is Jason.
Jason.
Hey, Jason. Woo! How are you, buddy?
Welcome to the Very Manic Jimmy Cap Show. Jason, before we get...
Hey, please sit down.
Listen, what did you do with that helmet, man? I really like that helmet.
I had the helmet. It was sitting under the bed, my bed, gathering dust for a long time, and now it's out in the garage.
Hey, I'm being dead serious, by the way. I'm not busting your balls. Are you planning on ever bringing that helmet back? Because I really like that helmet. I'd like to see that on stage.
Probably not, but if we do bring it back, it'll probably be more of a symbol, kind of bringing out like an upside-down cross, and maybe just bring out the helmet.
Dude, bring out the helmet, but with Jimmy wearing the helmet.
No. I don't want to be a part of that Spinal Tap shit. No.
Just sing into the helmet.
Hey, let's get serious. Let's get serious for a minute here. So, listen, Grave Hill, as I was mentioning, I really always admired and I liked the music, but the stage show started kind of getting a little bland and a little boring for me. Did you feel that way?
Well, I've always had a good time, playing and thrashing out as much as possible. Near when as Mike and Chris started making their exit, though, it was starting. It was wearing on all of us. Putting on all the gear and putting on the blood, and Mike, I know especially, was getting annoyed with it. He had more of it on him than we did, and it started getting old hat, and we knew we had to kind of like switch it up just a little bit.
Now, let me ask you this. Let's get right to it here. Mike Abominator was the frontman of Grave Hill, and then did he leave, or did you ask him to leave? Not you per se, but the band.
No, he left on his own accord. That was his decision. He just said his heart wasn't into doing it, at least doing this band anymore.
Now, this is what's interesting, because, like, for me, I've known Mike for over 5 years. By the way, he's a great guy, but he's annoying as fuck, too. Anyways,
he's great.
For me, he always really wore Grave Hill on his sleeve, meaning he really lived it and breathed it, and he represented 24/7 to the point where I thought it was like part of his personality, man. For him to leave, I remember how shocked I was. How shocked were you guys?
I don't know about from Nelson's perspective, but mine, we could see it. I could see it coming a mile away.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all could. It was just a matter of time. I was thinking to myself, at least, it was just going to be a matter of time.
Really?
Nelson, what do you think?
Yeah, I had talked to him a couple of times about it, and he was like, well, I know Christian's leaving. If you want to stay and do Grave Hill, I'm right there with you. And I said, cool, yeah, I think I want to keep doing it. And then we talked a little bit later. He's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it anymore.
Let's mention here that the band, how long has the band officially been around? Any of you could answer this.
The band started up in 2001 with Rhett and two other guys.
Okay.
They put out that Practitioners of Fell Sorcery album, and then it went defunct for several years. Rhett did his King of the Crow and reformed Morgan briefly, and then Mike and him decided to start up Grave Hill again. That was back in like late 2006, early 2007.
Would it be safe to say that, aside from obviously Mike losing interest, you've had so many members come into play? Let's also mention you've had Matt Harvey, who exhumed fame. You've had a lot of different members come into play. Do you think he just got sick and tired of the whole rotating musician thing, or what do you speculate is the reason why he left?
I mean, from my perspective, yeah, I can totally see that happen. Christian was, or CC to Kill as his stage name was known. He was a force to be reckoned with, guitar wise. He was a great soloist, great person, and great.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, and And I think when he was going to move, and Mike got a little discouraged at that too. It's like, how are we going to replace him now? It just seems like we're going through a constant rotation of guitarists.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is why, because I don't want to make it the fucking Mike Abominator fucking biography show. This is why I brought this up. For me, one of the things, as I mentioned before, let me get this straight, and let me be very honest with you, and I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm saying. I like Mike Abominator, okay? I like what you guys done. But it started getting very predictable for me. It started getting very mundane, and I started losing interest. When Mike left, I thought it was the end of the band. And then this is where the tide turned, Scott. When I heard that you were becoming the lead vocalist, I was pretty much interested in that. I was kind of caught off guard. Not like a train wreck type of thing, but like, wow.
But do you think he couldn't do it?
No,
or you knew he could and he would do it?
No, I was like, wow, you know what?
He never had before.
Yeah, you've never sung before, right, Jason?
No, this is my first vocal gig.
Okay, now listen, I don't want you to get the impression that I'm like a hater or nothing, because that's not what I mean. I thought it was great that you guys got from within, because when I heard that Mike left, I'm like, oh my God, now we're going to deal with like 300 wannabe mics. And so like, who better than who knows the origins and the organisms of the band than the members from within? But when I saw you play at Los Globos, I was very, very not only blown away, I thought it was a fresh of breath air for the Grave Hill band and the fans. You guys seemed very, very re-energized. You all seemed like you were running on fucking full cylinders with excitement. And the band really seemed, not to take away from the Mike Abominator version, but it just seemed really more fucking aggressive. Am I wrong with that assumption?
Nelson, you want to?
You want to answer that question?
We're not bashing Mike, by the way.
I think part of it too is having the new voice, and then all the adrenaline rushing for Jason's first show, and then having Bob back in the band. And Bob is nuts on stage, and
he has an energy of his own.
I think all of us try to keep up with Bob, and that's what makes it more intense.
Okay, now which one's Bob? Is Bob the bass player?
Bob's the bass player. He used to play guitar in the band, and then came back. So we technically only have one newish member because of that.
How did you come to the forefront of taking the vocals, Jason?
Well, this is a very long and involved story, and
don't be Cain de la Pena. Give us the short version.
It all takes place back in the Lord Jesus Christ, 2015. No, it was just one of those things where we I was going to continue to play bass, and we were going to look for another vocalist. And then
thank God he didn't do
Brett
that.
just asked me. He was like, "Hey, well, why don't you do vocals?" And I was like, "Okay." And then we were just originally just going to stay as a 4-piece band, but I've never, sang and played bass at the same time, and and practicing playing bass and practicing doing vocals at the same time was becoming a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah.
And so I finally just, I think Rhett even mentioned, he's like, "Hey, why don't we just get Bob back?" Because, he had been out with Exhumed for several years, and he wanted to come back and play, but he didn't want to come back as a guitarist. He wanted to come back as a bass player. Didn't want that responsibility anymore as being a guitar player.
Do you feel comfortable being at the vocal spot now? I mean, now, present day?
Oh, yeah. Now it's secondhand now. I mean, getting up there and, doing the vocals. I mean, that was Globo show. I mean, a lot of that was false confidence.
You did a good job, dude. I'm being serious. As a matter of fact, I think I went back there after to tell you that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
You did a great job. You did a fantastic job. But let me ask you this. When you first were thinking about, well, strike that. That's the wrong thing to say. Were you nervous in the beginning?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of nerves and, practicing with the guys for the first time because, these are guys I've been playing with for years. And
we talked a lot of shit.
Now being pushed in the forefront, I was very weak starting off, and didn't have confidence in my abilities. And, eventually, with help from, my girl and from Rhett and from Nelson, everyone just kind of kicking me in the ass and telling me, you can do it. You can fucking do it. And so finally I just realized that I was trying to imitate Mike, and I realized I didn't have to imitate Mike.
Thank you for not imitating Mike. That would have been horrific. I don't think you would look good. I don't think you would look good at 300 pounds, man. Hey, let me ask you this though. because one of the things that I liked about that set, and I don't think I've seen you since then, because I missed that show at the Jesse Pintado Grand Corps. One of the things that I liked about that set is that you guys all really come into your own. It just seems like a new band. Do you guys feel that way?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, having Rhett in the band is always, it's Grave Hill. But then...
It's Grave Hill, but there's just this whole new energy now, man.
It's definitely different.
There's a new direction that we're going. It's not going to be the same band. It's obviously not going to be the same band going forward. But we're still keeping that old school spirit alive. It's just because Mike is gone, and several other members are gone, doesn't mean that that spirit has died. And we're going to go.
No, this is what I really like about this story. Again, let me redirect and verify as well. This turned out fantastic for Mike Abominator too, because I love what he's doing with Ruin.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard the guy's doing all kinds of other shit. I haven't heard anything, but I love what he's doing with Ruin. I've told him that off the record, and I mean, I'll tell him that on the record. I think it worked out best for both of you. It seems like everybody just got rejuvenated and is running on all creative cylinders. Talk to me real quick about the writing, though, because we're going to be playing some tracks down the line with your new music. Mike Abominator was obviously very involved in the writing process of the band. Who's doing the writing now? Are you doing it, Jason?
Well, I mean, Mike was involved with the lyrical concepts and, writing the lyrics. And he would come in every once in a while with a song or a couple of riffs. And that's really what I'm doing now is, I'm writing all the lyrics and I'll come up with some riff ideas, and they're in some of the songs, but, mostly it's Salt and Mel's kind of doing the riffage.
All right, man. Well, you're doing a great job. I really like those tunes. Hey, if you could hang on with us, that'd be great. We're going to play some music here. Wow, I got to tell you, Scott, have you seen the new Grave Hill?
No, I have not.
I don't want to say the new and improved because then that makes it sound bad, but it's really a whole new band, man. Well, Saturday, you're going to be playing Saturday with Repulsion, Terrorizer, Municipal Waste, Ghoul, and Night Demon, and a bunch of other bands. Friday, you're going to be playing San Diego, correct?
The Brick by Brick with Thanatology.
Oh, wow. That's
and
a good one
Morbid
right
Eclipse, so that should be awesome. Oh, and Army of Darkness.
All right.
I'm really stoked to see Thanatology again.
2 opportunities to see the new Grave Hill. Make sure you get out and check that out. Hey, Jason, if you can stay on the line, that'd be great. Chester, take it away.
One Their way, that's left
Oh, yeah. You know what this song is right there. All right. Double dose of Mike Abominator. Scott Peterson of Cryptic Slaughter. What did we hear?
Well, we heard, starting off from the almighty Grave Hill, we heard At Hell's Command off the album Death Curse. Followed that up with Necrocy by the almighty band Exhumed. And followed that up with Savage Hands, by a band called Gravesome. Sorry about that. And we ended it with another Mike Abominator band called Ruin, a song called Perverted Lunacy.
Yeah, all right. Hey, one of the things that I wanted to ask, Jason, you still on the line there?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
Hey, Chester, you want to take that hit?
Jason's dancing right now. Dance, Jason, come on.
Hey, Chester, turn that down for us, please.
Popping this shit.
All right. Hey, when you started singing, did people think that, like, Mike Abominator grew his hair out and lost, like, 300 pounds? Did they
I'm
think
not gonna lie. There's one time in New York City.
Nutrisystem
where I
really
did make
works?
that joke. And one person did come up to me and say, "I'm really glad you cut down on everything. You look really nice." I was like, "Oh,
I'm not Mike. He's still
that's
fat.
a joke, dude."
All right. Yeah, obviously, that's not Mike Abominator now on stage. One of the things that I've always liked about Grayfield, regardless of the stage show, is the fact that you guys always go up there and fucking bash it the fuck out. Let's mention the two shows you got coming up. Friday in San Diego, you're going to be playing the Brick by Brick. Who are you playing with that day?
Morbid Eclipse, Thanatology, and Army of Darkness.
Saturday, you're going to be playing here in downtown Los Angeles at the Regent. And wow, what a bunch of bands. Repulsion, The Innovators, Repulsion, Terrorizer, Municipal Waste, Ghoul, Night Demon. Who am I missing there?
Crematorium.
A bunch of fucking bands. What time are you guys?
Skeletal Remains.
What time are you guys going on that day?
6:30.
Oh my God, dude! I'm not even fucking shaving my ass at 6:30. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'll
Two
just be waking up at 6 p.m. rolling in.
all right. Well, make sure you get out to see Grave Hill. I got to tell you, this new version is sick. When you're up on stage, Jason, now that you've been at this for a while, are you discovering new techniques or new stage or new vocal abilities to maintain that brutal voice of yours? What are you doing with that? Are you taking any vocal courses? What's going on?
No vocal courses, just singing along to Lemmy and drinking a lot of whiskey and beer. And that's someone wise once said to me, "You're not fucking Celine Dion. Drop the honey and just fucking kill." I was like, okay.
But in all seriousness, you've been going on tour a lot. You guys have been touring a lot lately.
Yeah.
How does that affect your vocals? Because you're not you are now a vocalist, but you're not a vocalist per se. This is new to you.
Well, yeah, the tour we did in August was like a two-week tour, and that was the trial by fire, to say the truth, because I was, by the time we were in our third show, I was already feeling it. And I was like, oh, fuck, am I going to be able to get through the rest of this tour? But, I adapted and overcame, and I read, of course, I go online and I'm fucking reading all this shit about, you got to do it from your diaphragm, and it has to come from certain places, and that's where I started going, and, I was a little hoarse, but it wasn't anything to the point where I lost my voice. I learned as I went.
You guys have been playing a lot. How do you guys enjoy being such a functional unit where you're going to different cities and different markets now? How are you enjoying that?
I like it a lot. I like that I don't really have to worry about somebody not doing their job on stage either, which is nice.
Oh, wow. Give us some dirt on that. What do you mean? Well, elaborate. What?
I mean, when...
What, was Mike eating a sandwich in the corner?
No, but I mean, when you get
Mike.
Yeah, he's Jason never did any.
Some amazing bass acrobatics, but
but I mean, like the first couple of shows were a little bit rough for me because I'm now the senior guitar player in Gravehill, and I'm a bass player, really. So that should have never happened in the first place. So when I have to be kind of the rock of the band as far as playing the right riff at the right time, that kind of made me a little bit nervous. But then everybody kind of fell in and did their thing, and now I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't think as much on stage, and there's stops. There's like, okay, everybody stopped at the same time. I look over, everybody's playing the right riff. Okay, cool. I can go back to doing whatever.
Let me ask both of you this question. And again, I'm not trying in any way, shape, or form to say that this wasn't the case before, but are you guys all enjoying this again now?
Yeah.
Is it like brand new for you guys again?
A little bit. Because, I don't know, like we all get along really well. Not that we didn't get along with Mike or Christian, but they can be a little bit high-strung on the road.
What do you mean high-strung? You mean like a bitch?
Not really like a bitch, but it's like, oh, we got to get there now, or we can't do this thing. It's a little bit more. It's more relaxed. We enjoy each other's company a little bit. I wouldn't say more because Christian's one of my best friends, but
Right.
it's different. It's more kind of laid back. Rhett kind of
Probably a little bit more low key than it used to be. But,
Yeah.
we still have Rhett there to light a fire under our
I was about to say we have Rhett cracking the whip when he needs to, but I mean for the most part it's more relaxed. I don't know how to put it any
Would
differently.
it be safe to say that not only is it more relaxed, but it's more unified as far as like friends first instead of musicians and a band? Like you guys are enjoying this journey now together and it's more like friends hitting the road?
Well, I think that's what it was before. We've always every member we've had, we've all stayed good friends with, maybe barring one or two.
Right.
But that was way back in the past. But,
Yeah.
I think with Christian leaving and Mike leaving and some of the other people, when Harvey left and Bob, Babs leaving a couple of years ago, no one left on bad terms. These guys left. We even said, "Hey, go do what you need to do. No hard feelings, and for the sake of the friendship, just have fun, do what you want to do. We don't want to force anyone to stay in this band that doesn't want to do it anymore. If they do that, it's just going to drag everyone down, and that attitude is going to start coming out within the group. And I don't think we've really experienced anything like that. We've had arguments, but
I know. Like
nothing.
you guys are all like fucking gurus of positivity, man. I mean, no one's talking shit. Everybody loves everybody. That's all alien to me over here.
Wait till the next record.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this split that you guys got. Is it out yet? Is it going to be out?
I don't know when the release date is. It's going to be a double vinyl with Mord Brand. So however long it takes to press vinyl now, that's when it's going to be out.
And what label is this going to be on?
Fuck, who's putting it out, Jason?
It's Dementia.
There we go. Dementia.
Okay. All right. And
It's an
when?
international label.
Yeah, and then Dark Descent's doing a cassette release with a exclusive track on it.
Oh, that's
too.
nice.
So
So it's going to be Dark Descent in the United States. And what was the name of that label, the company again?
Dementia.
Dementia.
And when do you expect this to be out?
Summer.
Yeah.
Now,
That's some awesome vinyl getting pressed if it's
Yeah,
wait
it
until
takes
summertime.
fucking forever.
Well, they just got the tracks now. I mean, just this week they just got the tracks.
Okay.
More brands already had their tracks ready. Graybill has a habit of not having anything ready on time, but we like to put a little spice into our music too. So we don't like to just kick everything out at once.
are you writing new material now as we speak?
Yes. I'm doing demos at home right now and sending them out, basically. I've done a couple different things.
What about you, Jason? Are you writing lyrics and coming up with new concepts for future Gravehill tunes?
Yeah, that's one thing I've kind of taken upon myself is I have a little portable recorder and I carry it around. I'm like dun da 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 dun da da da, doing riffs into it and singing it to the guy. No, I don't do that. I don't really sit at home writing riffs anymore like I used to.
Okay.
I do come up with lyrical ideas. I know Rhett has a specific idea he wants to do for the new record, and we're kind of going over song titles and what the concept is going to be. It might be sort of a concept album too. So
Oh, wow. Look at you guys over here.
Rhett said to answer the phone. He's been on hold for 7 minutes.
Hey, Chester, we got Red on the line. You want to hook him up there? Put down the bong there. Real quick here. When you're going to be playing Friday or Saturday, There's a lot of young ladies that are attending these shows now. How are you dealing with that, especially since you have a significant other? Now that you're the front man, Jason, very attractive young man, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I haven't had any hits like that at all. It's very unglamorous for me on the road and on the shows.
Oh, okay. I just had to ask you that. Hey, Rhett, are you on the line there?
Yeah.
Hey, I got to tell you, I really like this new music, and I like the fact that you were able to, again, reinvent yourself. How do you feel about what you've done so far with these guys and this new direction that you're going in?
Honestly, I mean, the band's been in so many different stages from the day I formed the band all the way to now. We've had so many different members in the band, so many different eras of the band. I mean, honestly, I've liked everything that we've done, but, you know, being that this is a whole new lineup again and all new songs again, I don't know. I'm definitely enthusiastic. I enjoy the songs, but I love them just as much as I liked all the stuff that we did before.
How is it that you've never, was there any point in time where you thought about just ending this?
Yeah, I mean, I think about it every fucking band I've been in. I'm thinking about ending them, to be honest with you. But I mean, you know, when you get through, there's always frustrations involved and things you always walk. There's always barriers that you walk in. There's always highs and lows, you know. But honestly, there was a period of time in my life where I decided that I was going to quit music, and I took all my shit and I packed it all up, and I just walked away from music for 8 months. And when that 8 months, I was like fucking miserable. So, you know, I mean, all I had was video games. So, you know, so after that, it was kind of like, yeah, I need to do this again, you know, because it's almost like therapy in a sense for me. You know, I need to keep, I mean, I have an anger issue, so playing drums definitely makes me chill out. So, yeah.
Well, as I mentioned before, you know, it's very hard. Scott, you know this. It's very hard for bands to, when they lose their frontman, to not only reinvent themselves, but to find that chemistry where they could not only move forward, but still write good music. And you guys have been able to do that, right? I mean...
Yep. I can't really answer that because when Cryptic Slaughter broke up, 3 of us left, and you know, Les moved up to Portland and did well with the lineup. But I mean, as all these guys can back me up on, like, being in a band it's like being with 3 to 4 chicks, and not, you know, it's fun at times, but it sucks other times, and you want to kill each other at other times. But at the same time, you have each other's back, and it's you're do or die with each other, and you can tell with these guys the way they talk to each other. Like, I mean. It's an exciting lineup, and I think with adding Jason on the vocals, the brand new life has been entered into this band. So I mean, I think that's fucking awesome. So
we're going to be playing New Grave Hill right now, but real quick again, because I don't want to have this in any way, shape, or form look like we're bashing Mike. I think what Mike's doing on his own is fucking fantastic as well. But hey, Rhett, how do you feel about the shoes that Jason has filled and how he's doing? I think he's doing a fucking great job, man.
I honestly think he's doing a really good job. And I mean, when we were confronted with, I mean, it's not the fact that we lost Mike, we lost Chris too. And I mean, both of these guys were very fundamental in what was happening in the band. I mean, they were a very huge part of it. And when I presented the idea back to Nelson and Jason, both of them were like, yeah, I have no intention of wanting to end this. You know, they wanted to keep going just as much as I did.
Wow, that's great.
So it was a huge blow to try to replace Mike, but at the same time, it was a huge blow to try to replace Chris too. Yeah. And I mean, I think we were really walking into a lot of. It was a lot. I'll put it this way: it was a lot easier to decide on what we were going to do on vocals than it was to find the guitarist.
Yeah.
Because we already had Jason, and Jason's already pretty much a. He basically is a bigger than life person, which is very much like Mike. So having those two basically do that role made sense. I mean, he was the first person in my mind that could take that role would have been him. Yeah. I couldn't think of anyone else to do it. I mean, definitely I know I sure as shit can't do it. And I know that Nelson he's coming in on guitar, and I know that for him, he's a bass player originally and now playing guitar. I mean, he's kind of, he's walking into a whole nother world as well. I mean, which he's taken beyond what anyone else has played in that position, in my opinion. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I think Jason's phenomenal. Not to mention that, we've been in a band together now for so long that, I can't imagine not doing the band without him.
Yeah.
So,
well, you know what?
And again, I said the same thing about Mike, too. And, Mike, Mike has other designs, wanted to do other things, and I totally get it. I mean, Mike and I have been friends since we were teenagers. So
you've been putting up with that dude that long?
Yeah, I've known him since I was 18.
Wow.
No, 17, actually. And he was 15.
Wow.
So, yeah, we've known each other for a long, long time. So Mike and I are best friends. I mean, we've been friends for a long time. So it's not... I mean, I think that thing is that when he quit, people were kind of thinking that there was like some kind of beef. There was some kind of cheese involved in, hey, why did he quit? What happened? Like there was some big fallout or whatever.
Yeah, I was one of those dickheads.
Mike and I have always been friends. We're still friends right now. As a matter of fact, I just talked to Mike right before I got on the phone with you. So, you know what I mean? Our friendship has never been any different.
I think it's great what both of you guys are doing. I really want to commend all of you guys here in Grayfield because not only have you guys stepped up and really overcame that hurdle, so to speak, but it just seems to me that it was a good decision on both camps, and to retain that friendship is really what's most important because at the end of the day, none of us are real rock stars. We're all broke motherfuckers, man.
Yep.
All right, so Rhett, I want to thank you for calling in, man. I'm sorry that Chester's stoned over there and couldn't answer your phone call. Jason,
no worries.
I want to thank you for being on the line with us, and we're going to be playing some new Gravehill right now as we speak. Before we let go of both of you, Friday, you're going to be playing the Brick by Brick. Who's playing on that bill? Nelson, who's playing that bill?
Apology, Army of Darkness, and Morbid Eclipse.
All right. Saturday, you're going to be playing at the Regent here in downtown Los Angeles, and this is an incredible bill. Municipal Waste, Ghoul, The Innovators, Repulsion, fucking Terrorizer, you guys, a bunch of other great bands. Make sure you get out and see Grayfield. Let's play this new tune coming up now. This is a split with who again?
Mordbrand from Sweden.
And this will be coming out when?
Summer? When is it coming out, Rhett?
Actually, it could be the fall. It could be the spring.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be on 2 different releases. It's going to be on a tape version that Dark Descent's going to release, and that's just our songs. And then Dementia Records, and I believe they're in Czech Republic, they're doing the split vinyl. It'll be a 12-inch vinyl. So Mordbrand will be on one side and we'll be on the other.
Mordbrand's side.
That sounds good.
Kills too. Holy
let me
shit.
tell you something. Make sure you set a couple copies aside for me. I want that shit. I'm a hoarder. All right, Chester.
Okay.
Take it away. got to tell you, man, when you hear Terrorizer, Repulsion on the same fucking bill, right? Doesn't that make like your balls just like shriveled up like when a chick's shoving through fingers up your prostate?
I wouldn't go that
You're
far,
like,
but it's
wow,
pretty.
that's some heavy shit.
It just
right there,
makes
man.
me go. My ears are gonna fucking ring for 3 days, and it's
My head's probably going to explode.
yeah, and that too.
All right, Scott, what did we hear there?
Well, we started off with a new track from the almighty Gravehill, a song called "Redeemed in Blood" off the Gravehill. I hate if I pronounce.
Oh, no, that's Mord Brand.
More Brand.
Yeah, that one's more Gian.
More Brand.
Mike
Okay.
Davis did the last solo. He was the original guitar player.
I would love to see. I would love to see more John get together again. Just
Me too.
throwing that out there.
I don't know if that'll ever happen.
I know.
but
I know.
I would like to see that too because that was one of my favorite bands in high school.
Yeah, let's positive vibes. But anyways,
Positive.
what else?
And
I'm not
then,
making any promises for anybody.
Now we're holding it. You're held to it. You have to now.
Oh, God damn.
And then following the almighty Gravehill, we went to a small band people might remember, a band called Repulsion, and a song called Eaten Alive off their album called Horrified. And then we ended with Sadistic Warheads by the almighty Your Friend and My Friend Terrorizer.
Hey, listen, you went to Santa Monica fucking school district, so there's no excuse for
I'm
that.
trying to read your writing.
And
all
I
right?
mean, I went to the LA.
Can everyone back me up if you're looking this? Look at it. It's fucking like...
It's fucking English.
This is called...
Satanic War Beasts.
It's
by
Tennessee.
English.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like fucking Dr. Satan
All right.
writing. Jesus Christ.
2015. Chester over there has a stereo that he talks to that turns on and off, and I don't even have a printer. You believe that shit?
Yeah, well, that's why Chester's in charge and you're not.
Right. All right. Here's the deal. Friday, Gravehill is playing in San Diego, the Brick by Brick. Nelson, why don't you tell us who you're playing with?
Playing with Thanatology, Army of Darkness, and Morbid Eclipse.
Amazing show. Great fucking bands. Make sure you get out there, San Diego. Stay sexy. Go see some real shit. Saturday, Repulsion, Terrorizer, Municipal Waste, Ghoul, Gravehill, and a bunch of other great fucking bands. Make sure you get out to the Regents. Go check out that show. Gravehill has new music coming out again.
Yeah.
When are we expecting that?
As early as spring, Dementia Records is putting out the vinyl with Mord Brand, and then Dark Descent is doing our tape release.
And by the way, Saturday you'll have merch there, right?
I'll have a shit ton of merch there.
Okay, well, I would like a shirt that I promise not to wear when I mow my lawn no more. I need a new Gravehill shirt. What about you, Scott?
Sure.
You like free shit, right?
Well, I like Gravehill and I like to support them, and I would always wear a Gravehill shirt.
All right,
no
we're
matter
gonna actually give away one because these dudes they're not millionaires. They're not out fucking. They're not even pitching in for the Lemmy statue over there. We're gonna give away one Gravehill T-shirt. So the first person, don't text me, don't email me, don't call me, don't go to my house. Send me a Facebook message saying Gravehill fucking is the shit. And I'll make sure to pick up one shirt for you and maybe some goodies if I could steal it.
Save your hate mail for our page. Don't send it. It's not Jimmy's fault. It's totally our fault.
No, it really is Jimmy's fault.
Okay. I want to thank Nelson Miranda?
Yeah, Miranda.
All right.
Like the rights.
Sorry about that. I see you all the time and I fucking never talk to you. Now I get to say hello to you.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
And Nelson, he's going to forget your name next time he sees you.
Hey, you're that dude, right?
Yeah, I read your rights, right?
You're that bass
dude.
player. You're that bass player for Ruin, but your ass don't look as good as the one that...
You're that giant chick from Ruin.
Yeah, with an awesome beard.
Oh, my
God damn it.
That's an inside story. Sorry, folks. All right. Saturday, make sure you get out to go see Gravehill. They're playing with Repulsion and Terrorizer and all the bands I mentioned before. Make sure you go on the Gravehill page, pick up their new music. We're going to end it with this track. Scott, what's the name of this song?
It is called Away from the Light.
This is New Gravehill. I want to thank Jason Thomas and Thor Grimm, a.k.a. Rhett, for calling in. Check out the new Gravehill. Thank you for listening. See ya.